Y'all thought I was done? You thought it was? No, it's not over, motherfucker. It's never over. Fucking me, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Let's get involved. And what a beautiful Monday morning to be a Packers fan. Oh man, isn't this just beautiful? Wake up, remember that the Packers fucking dick the Cowboys, and then we got this Cavs game coming on later today. Oh man, I'm in an absolutely amazing mood. Yeah, I was gonna hit you guys with the highlights and first take. I was gonna hit you with both, honestly, and this was gonna get real coony. This was gonna get very ignorant, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spare them the highlights. We all saw the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to watch the highlights for this. So we all saw the game. I'm gonna give you Cowboys fans a little break on that part, but don't think it's over. It's just getting started. Let's talk that shit. Oh yeah, I seen this. This is Stephen A. Rap.
How about the Cowboys on the way? Somehow, when the count just wait, they will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident. Waiting to happen, it won't happen. Tony Romo know the football, know what's coming next. He will get in the way. The deception of success. Tony Romo know the football. Are you kidding me? That's right, not a catch. Really? That's funny. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. The weed show up on Geht. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say with it. Accident, they will mess it up. Just wait.
The accident.
They will let you down. Just wait.
The accident. The accident. The accident.
Waiting to happen, it won't happen. How about the Cowboys?
Let's hear that again, man. That's fire. Let's hear that again, man. That's fire. Start that over. I need to hear that again.
That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys on the way? Somehow.
Whoa, whoa. Charge it up. Whoa, whoa.
The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident. Waiting to happen, it won't happen. Tony Romo know the football, know what's coming next. He will get in the way. The deception of success. Tony Romo know the football. Are you kidding me? That's right, not a catch. Really? That's funny. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. The weed show up on Geht. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say with it. Accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident. Waiting to happen, it won't happen. How about the Cowboys?
Ooh, that's fire.
What a weekend. What's
That
good,
is
everybody?
fire.
Thank you so much for hanging
Oh,
with us.
and they got Donovan McNabb. Oh,
Molly,
yeah.
all
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Stephen A.
Oh, yeah, we on that ass. We on that ass.
I expected it.
We on that
Wilson,
ass.
yes, he's nowhere to be seen,
Fuck
of course.
you mean?
See if Will Kane shows up.
No,
but where's Stephen A?
seriously though, where's Stephen A?
The accident, wait. The accident. The accident, baby. I told y'all. Yeah, y'all looking stupid. Donovan, fat no mask, boy. I used to be your fan. No more. Fuck you, Donovan. No, I'm off that. Max, I thought you knew better, Max. Come on, Max. Even you were saying that. Even Max was saying that Rodgers was the best quarterback. And you still bet against him. What's wrong with you, Max? Come on, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Have you spoken to any Cowboy fan? That's what I want to know. Have you spoken to any Cowboy fan?
The accident waiting.
Let me get right to it, because I got to get this out my system.
The accident.
I don't know whether it's the Amber Alert or something else, but I made a few calls. Let me give you a taste of my Rolodex, Max Kellerman. My man Denzel Washington. I changed it up. I can't find him. Allen Iverson. Nowhere to be found whatsoever. Nowhere to be found. My boy Omar Evans. I can't find him. I can't find him.
It was so easy to get to
all my boys from school, Winston-Salem State, North Carolina, HBCU. My man Pete Whitfield, some big-time security guy in New York City. Text me every day about the Cowboys. Can't find him. Can't find him. And then I reached out to my man Al Lump. Works for the Philadelphia 76ers. Great guy. Dear friend. Talk smack about the Cowboys all the time. He was the one person that responded to me. And what did he say? Stephen A., we gonna win a Super Bowl within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Fuck wrong with him. Fuck wrong with him.
This is unbelievable.
Fuck wrong with
but
him.
this is a beautiful day. I hate to
Fuck
say to the
wrong with him.
world, I told y'all so, but I did.
But damn it, we told you
Can't go
so.
wrong.
We told you it.
We'll go wrong. And boy, did it yesterday. How about that Cowboys?
I hate to say I told y'all so.
Sorry.
But I told y'all so. Fuck you mean?
You Cowboy fans out there, you're miserable today.
You're miserable as
I
fuck.
am having a ball with it, and I'm just getting started.
Let's get it, man. Let's fucking
The
go.
Packers are on
Let's
to
get it,
Atlanta.
man.
The
Let's go.
Cowboys going home. Stephen A., break it down for us. What happened?
Well, what happened was Aaron Rodgers. That's what happened. He's a bad man. Say it with me, man.
He's a bad man.
This is what happened. You understand? Now we got to do, was it 3rd and 20, and what does he do? He turns around and throws a 36-yard pass to Jared Cook, scampering out of the pocket to the left, throws it down the left sideline. I mean, just a perfect pass. See, these are the kind of accidents that I talk about that will happen to the Cowboys. Because usually, as great as Aaron Rodgers is, usually in that particular situation, something like that might not happen. But against the Cowboys, it will happen. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Dez Bryant, all showed up to play. Deserve mass credit.
Fuck all
no
of them.
question about
Fuck all three of them.
Let's
Fuck
take
that.
this
Fuck
into
all three
consideration.
of them.
Aaron Rodgers did
Fuck
not
you
have
mean?
Jordy Nelson, did he? That's
Fuck
your
all
number one
three
wide
of them.
receiver. He
Didn't
was
have
out.
him. Didn't
The
need him.
receivers were relatively soft. The Dallas Cowboys were pushing him around a little bit, doing a lot of stuff, disrupting their routes or what have you. Your running game was relatively non-existent because Ty Montgomery wasn't 100%. You had all of this stuff going on. Your offensive line, okay? I forgot who it was, but all of these guys.
tackle
Yeah, that's
goes
right,
down.
that's right.
Yeah,
He
tackle.
went down, all right? Mactari, I believe it was.
Yeah, it
but
was.
these guys go down, okay? So you got an offensive lineman down.
Right.
You got a running game that's non-existent and not 100% healthy.
Right.
You got your number one receiver out, okay?
Right.
But still in all, somehow, some way, because Jason Garrett started things off in the first quarter on that first drive, refusing to run the football in a 3rd and 2, refusing to go for it on a 4th and 2, that ultimately set the tone. You got Ezekiel Elliott running the ball, running roughshod all over them, and he looked like an absolute monster. But somehow, some way, you're going to get Dak to try and throw the football. He throws an incomplete pass. You decide to go for the field goal instead of going for it on 4th down on your home turf. It set the tone, and ultimately Green Bay was able to capitalize. Dallas did recover. Ultimately ended up tying the game, but it ended up proving to be too much to overcome, like I predicted.
Look, the answer is Aaron Rodgers. That's what happened to the Cowboys. And that's why people were saying whoever wins Packers-Giants might come out of the AFC. Because, the NFC.
Did you bring the Giants back
That's right.
up again?
I got more for you later on, too.
Oh, my gosh,
That's why.
Max,
Because
Jesus.
if it's Aaron Rodgers, Giants had a defense, but Aaron Rodgers can overcome anything. The best defense in the league, the best team in the NFC. He is the closest thing to Michael Jordan I've seen on a football field in the sense that he can take a team with less than and make it better than it ought to be.
Less than!
He is unstoppable.
Fuck you mean? Out there looking like MJ.
Boy. Montana needed to go to that ball. I think he heard that safety coming. He heard some footsteps. Looked a little tentative to go make a play on the ball. That was the interception. Not perfectly thrown, but not the worst thing I've ever seen either. I told you Jared Cook, by the way, was going to be the X factor. He made that amazing play, which made up
You did. Props to you on that.
But it was Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he was helped. Yes, he was helped by the Cowboys. Why you clock the ball, Jason Garrett? Why you clock the ball and give Aaron Rodgers time to beat you?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Yes, he was helped by that.
It doesn't make sense.
But basically, the Cowboys ran into the best player on earth by such a measure, it's really not fair to compare other players to him. That's what happened to the Cowboys.
Well, we can say Aaron Rodgers, but let's go to the beginning of the game. They stopped running the football. It seems like everything we heard leading up to this point that they were just
Donovan, I'm really about to
they put 8-9 in the box.
No, it was Aaron Rodgers. It was Aaron Rodgers who fat head.
Because they knew they could be successful.
Body,
They've done it before
let yourself
earlier
go.
in the
Fuck
season.
wrong.
To me, it seemed like They got pass happy. Everything that they watched in that Giants game,
Dude, Donovan,
they thought
you don't
they
know
could
what
take
you're
full
talking
advantage
about.
of. The
You
same
never
thing.
won a Super
Odell
Bowl,
Beckham
kid.
and Shepard, those drop passes, they felt like their receivers would make those catches. Des Bryant would be a mismatch against any of their DBs, and which he was. And then Jason Witten the same way. Cole Beasley the same way. Williamson and Bryce Butler. The thing to me is,
what?
We didn't know who that Dallas football team was early on. They started passing the football. And now when you find yourself behind against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, now you got to dig back into the bag of tricks and go back to the basic offense. And that's why they got back in the league. Look, it was so much conversation of when will we see Tony Romo? No, it's not about Tony Romo. It's about Scott Linehan in that first half. The question that I had, and I talked about it Friday, was it was more about Dom Capers and Rob Marinelli. What are you going to do to apply pressure on the opposing quarterbacks? Rob Marinelli, for the first time that I've seen, consistently blitzed. And then when he stopped blitzing is when he started killing that Dallas Cowboy defense. You got a sack on him toward the end of the game. Why not blitz him again? If you don't blitz him, he's going to sit back in that pocket for 6 or 7 seconds, and it's going to kill your secondary.
And by the way, he'll kill your secondary if you do blitz him. I don't think there's a way to.
Well, they were running those slants, and there's DBs started jumping inside. That's why Aaron started getting frustrated.
Well, he was backed up because they a bad play on special teams. He started getting. I mean, but when Rodgers, no matter what you do to Rodgers,
coaching played a role, but it was Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck? It was Aaron fucking Rodgers. No, I'm going to question it. He never won a Super Bowl.
Strategically made no sense.
And,
he was
okay, I'll give you that. That doesn't make sense.
And then they started running the ball when they were behind.
But that's your bread and butter.
See, we can gauge in hyperbole and histrionics when it comes to me and all of that other stuff. But that doesn't mean that my words should not be taken seriously. When I sit up there and I tell you that they are an accident waiting to happen, what do I mean by that? That you deviate from what works. That you find a way to get into your own way. You're the Dallas Cowboys. Right. Not only were you not running the football enough early, but also take into account the fact that you were not blitzing early.
You weren't blitzing early,
You were doing it in the second half, but in the first half, you didn't wake up until you were down 21-3 to Aaron Rodgers. Why would you do that? And then even when you blitz, you got to remember something. When you're blitzing, it's not just about the matter of getting to the quarterback, even though you're going to also leave your secondary vulnerable. It's also about putting a hat on dude and breaking dudes down, putting a body on them, and making sure you hurt cats. And it was a hurt team. So if you got your running back hurt, and you got an offensive line hurt, and you got your leading wide receiver that's out, and you got a bunch of softies at the wideout spot that are struggling to get loose from a suspect secondary that was the Dallas Cowboys. If there was ever a reason to bring the rain to Aaron Rodgers, that would be it.
Had to nail it 55 yards twice.
Obviously, with something Ezekiel Elliott is averaging more than 5 yards a carry. He was running roughshod all over them. Why did you not continue to get him the ball? Why? Because you wanted to get Des Bryant involved. Because Des Bryant and the Cowboys was probably listening to Michael Irvin when he came on this show last week, and he was talking about how the third dude has to step up because you got Dak, you got Zeke. But if you get Des involved more, then you know that's the icing on the cake. So
of course you don't say the receiver get involved.
Of course he did. So they were probably listening to Michael Irvin. I can make a legitimate argument that the playmaker may have negatively influenced the Cowboys. We'll talk about that another. I'll wait for him to come back on the show to do that.
Dak was excellent, and what he has, what you've seen since the beginning of the season, you saw it again in this game, is Dak Prescott never gets down on himself, no matter what.
The poise he shows as a rookie.
That's why I said, he reminded me this year of a young Tom Brady. Obviously more mobile, but he reminded me of it. I'll tell you why. He takes care of the football and always believes he can win. Those are the characteristics I've seen. But he was up last night against a supernatural talent in Aaron Rodgers. You cannot stop Rodgers.
I'm getting tired of it. I'm going to get security to get you off this damn show and take you back to New York, and somebody give you back your New York card. You will not sit here today and praise Dak Prescott. You will not do that.
Fuck is wrong with him? Fuck wrong with him, Stephen A? Nigga, talk about a young time. Nigga, what? Fuck? Do you need to go? Get him out of here. I'm tired of this shit. What the fuck? I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of. Should we even go back now? Let's just keep going.
He just got out of the best quarterback in the world. I don't care if he was excellent. I don't care if Ezekiel Elliott was excellent. I don't care. No, they lost.
They lost.
We will focus on the Cowboys having lost.
Lost.
You can be perfect and still lose to Aaron Rodgers.
Let's give some credit to the offensive coordinator too for the Green Bay Packers. To be able to dial that up and also to roll your quarterback who's right-handed to the left.
Who's the equipment manager that put on the gloves? I mean, who kept their feet on whatever? It was in Dallas, and stand on that. Who kept them comfortable? Give anybody on Green Bay credit. I don't give a damn.
Let's get
as
it.
long as you don't give
Let's
any
get
credit
it.
to the Dallas
Let's
Cowboys,
get it.
Right.
Let's get it. They lost. They lost. They lost. They lost.
Came back from
They
18.
lost.
Focus on the positive.
Talking about good by a foot. Shut the fuck up, man.
Keep up with the Joneses. Jerry
Where
Jones
your
was
Giants
glass
at?
half full, taking solace in the fact
Fuck.
that the young team can come back when the chips are
Where are
on
your
the-
Giants at? Fuck.
That we were a team that was capable of taking this thing all the way. I know we are now after that second half. There's nothing but words. It's no solace. But we have a team and we have players that are made of the kind of thing that can win these big games.
All right, so as we all know, Dallas is one and done. Stephen A., was the Cowboys season a failure?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It absolutely was a catastrophic failure. And I couldn't
You
be
couldn't
happy.
wait to
I
say
couldn't
that.
be happy about it. Couldn't be happy about it. The Dallas Cowboys season is a failure.
Let's get it. Let's go.
You're the number one seed in the NFC. You're the number one seed basically in the NFL.
Right, exactly.
Everybody's been talking about
Dick
you.
riding.
Nobody steals headlines better than the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Everyone was looking forward to you. Everybody was talking about, oh, do you realize if the Dallas Cowboys make the Super Bowl, I mean, my God, it's going to be phenomenal. And if they end up going against the Patriots, oh my Lord, it'll be the greatest ratings bonanza in sports history. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? They are home. And guess what, Max Kellerman, Donovan McNabb? They still haven't won a damn playoff game in years. I mean, they won a couple of years ago against Detroit, but that's it. Since 1995, that is 21 years. The Dallas Cowboys have 2 playoff victories.
Fuck wrong with him. Fuck wrong with him. Fuck is wrong with him. Fuck wrong with him. Fuck wrong with him. Donovan, you gave him one. Your little fat dumb ass. Your little weak ass.
They got
Boy,
bounced out by the
fuck
Giants.
wrong
Okay,
with
that's
him.
what happened to them. They didn't win. They had the bye week in the wild card. The first playoff
2
game was the
wins.
divisional playoff game. They lost.
21
What happened
years.
yesterday?
You guys
Same
are
thing.
fucking
So
shit.
all
You guys are
season
shit.
long we've been
You guys
talking
are
about the
shit.
Cowboys.
You guys are
All
shit.
season
You
long
guys
they've
are
been stealing
shit.
headlines.
Packers
All
got as
season long
many
they've been
playoff
taking it away,
wins as you
taking the shine
guys
away from everybody
in
else.
2
And
weeks
when it
since y'all
was their
got the
moment
last 21
to
fucking
take it
years. Come on, man.
and-
You guys are
and do
cool,
something
bro. You guys
with
are
it.
fucking
They are
cool.
home watching the playoff. I've got as many playoff victories as the Cowboys.
So do the Browns, by the
That's
way.
what it is. So do the Browns.
Cleveland
Oh, man. I don't want to hear anything about the Cowboys.
So do the
They
Niners.
are done.
Yeah.
This season is a failure. They came up short again.
The season is a failure. Now, I don't want to hear it from Cowboys fans because I know based on preseason expectations, especially when Romo goes down, but based on that, it's a success. Based on looking forward to see what
Donovan,
the future looks
shut
like.
your-
Great young offensive
Bro,
line,
Donovan,
great young
bro.
quarterback, great young
Shut
running
it,
back.
bro.
Now you can focus on the defense. That looks good, but we're not talking about those things. We're talking about right now.
Right now.
You had to
Right.
reset expectations when throughout the season you were the best team in the NFC, maybe in football.
In football.
You were
Everybody was saying they're the
13-3,
best team in
really should have been
football.
14-2. They had nothing to play for against the Eagles. The Eagles did because they traded their draft pick, so it's not like they wanted to be bad, right? You had to reset expectations, and here's the bottom line. I'll bring up the Giants again. Was the Giants' season a success or failure, Donovan McNabb? Because I will tell you why the Giants actually had a better season than the Cowboys.
Why? Because they beat the Cowboys
Well,
twice?
here's the bottom line. You both went to the playoffs. Neither one of you won a playoff game. You both lost to the same team. Difference is, Giants lost on the road. Cowboys lost at home. How about this? Try this. Cowboys had 2 more wins than the Giants. Would you rather have that, 2 more wins?
I don't know
overall,
about that, Max.
Considering you both lost in the playoffs? Or would you rather beat your rivals twice? Because the Giants beat the Cowboys twice. You ask me which one I'd rather be. 2 wins over the other guys, plus a playoff loss to the same team on the road, versus at home with 2 losses to the other guys.
Oh my God,
And
Max,
I bring it up because the
Max,
Giants season
Max,
wasn't a success.
Max,
You're going to tell me the
Max,
Cowboys, who were supposed to make
Max,
the Super Bowl?
Max,
Look, new quarterback,
leave the
it's a
Giants
new
out of
era,
this, Max,
same
We all
old
have an
story.
agenda.
Okay,
Same old story.
Goodness gracious, Mac. Okay, first of all, not you bring the Giants
That's
into
right.
it.
Jesus.
After Tony Romo went down, the Giants were supposed to win the NFC East and go pretty far this year. Now they got Odell Beckham and also Eli Manning,
Don't make
who
this about the
plays
Giants.
great in the playoffs. So
Come on,
I would
don't
say
make
more
this
of a
about
failure
Giants.
if
You
the
brought
Giants
up
are
the
more of a
Giants.
failure, especially what they put on their defense.
Stay on the subject.
But as far as their season is concerned, the Dallas Cowboys, it's a failure, yes, because we expected them to go further because they were the number 1 seed. But I look at the all expectations of the young quarterback, young running back, and I would say no, it's not a failure. It's not a failure because their future is bright on the offensive end. Now, I talked about it earlier in the season of possibly trading Tony Romo and Dez Bryant. Now, do I still feel that same way about Dez Bryant? I think after a year, you go into the draft or possibly free agent, get a young wide receiver that can build around this young talent with Ezekiel and Dak Prescott. Then you think about it with Dez Bryant.
Dez had a phenomenal game.
Dez had a great game last night. And the thing about it with Dez Bryant is he's so inconsistent. Why isn't he having that every week? Is it the play calling or is it Dez route running? That's something they need to look into the offseason. But as far as the Dallas Cowboys are concerned, with them being a #1 seed, playing against the Green Bay Packers, who no one expected to really be this far, they expected the Giants to win, and then obviously the rematch to happen against the Dallas Cowboys and the Giants. I would say it's not a failure because I think the future is bright. Now, it's all on Jerry Jones.
They didn't win a playoff game.
It's not. Right. See, this is the thing.
Playoff game.
Yes, as a quarterback, it's about playoff wins and what you can do in big moments. Dak played well. It's not Dak's fault why they lost that game. I look at Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator, and I look at Rob Marinelli. Where do you go from here? Jason Garrett looked confused on the sideline like we always see him do each and every week when the game gets close.
We're going to discuss him later in the play calling as well and get into
that. I look at him in a sense more from this point on, where do they go? Now, if they have an offseason like the New York Giants have, well, as far as spending all that money on defense, then we can say, you know what? Going forward from this point on, the Dallas Cowboys are the team to watch.
Those seasons might be good. Not this season.
But right now, you can't really say that it's so much a failure because who truly expected them to make it to the Super Bowl if you're not a Cowboys fan?
I can say it's a failure. I'm going to say it's a failure.
Anything right now at this particular point, you're going to say you dislike them.
Well, allow me to get to you because you have a resume that I could touch on. When you lost in the Super Bowl to the New England Patriots and Tom Brady, I did not consider that a failure.
I did.
Well, I understand. I respect that. I did not consider that a failure. You know why? Because I didn't expect you to beat them. But I did consider when you lost an NFC Championship game to Tampa in that Ice Bowl where y'all had us freezing out there covering the damn team, I did consider that a failure.
I did
Why? Because we thought that you could beat Warren Sapp and the crew for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
True.
So what I'm saying to you is that the failure doesn't get eradicated or omitted from the equation because of what you're projecting the Cowboys will be 3, 4, 5 years, even 2 years down. Damn that!
Oh, I never said 3, 5 years.
I'm sorry, 2 years, 1 year, what I damn that! I'm talking about
you didn't expect them to win it.
You didn't expect them to win the Super Bowl.
Doesn't make sense. You think the Cowboys
and they were at home.
That's what I'm saying.
First take is lit. First take is lit. It's litty. It's litty.
I'm telling you right now.
We're repeating what you said on Friday.
Unfortunately, we have to move on.
I've made several statements about the Dallas Cowboys. I talked about their talent. I talked about how legit they were. I had picked them to win the NFC East before the season even began. But I said they are an accident waiting to happen. They will get in their own
and
way.
That's what they did, so it's not a failure.
So what did you say Friday?
There we go.
But it's not a failure. It's a failure, Molly. Shut your mouth.
Yes. So
fucking failure.
But I'm talking about their season 13 and 3.
Hold on.
Right.
If you win the division with 13 games and you are favored to win the playoff game and you're playing at home and you lose the playoff game, that is a failure.
A failure. Like, what are we talking about?
To win, so how was it a failure?
I picked the Cowboys to win.
Okay. Let's just keep in mind this was essentially their backup quarterback that brought them there who became their starter, but it's a failure.
What? Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. I cannot stand you fucking Cowboys fans. And she's a Giants fan too. Oh my God. This is so painful. Talking about a backup quarterback. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? They wouldn't have won 13 games with Tony fucking Romo? Tony Romo? Tony fucking Romo? Are you kidding me? Tony Romo was the best when they first got him before anybody knew how to stop him. His first 2-3 years, that's when he was his best. What did we, come on, Tony, check the fuck, oh my God. All right, okay, that's gonna do it. The Cowboy season was a failure. Fuck the Cowboys. You guys are not winning the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. You're not coming back. You're not building a better team. You have 2 fucking playoff wins in the last 21 years. You guys are destined to lose. It is your destiny to fucking lose, okay? Just understand that. Just accept it. Just stop fighting it. Just give in. Fuck. Anyways, it's been your boy, Overside Nigga. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Tribute Boy Ideas, Instagram, Tribute, comment below. Remember, I did it. I didn't do the highlights. I could have did the highlights. I spared you guys on that. But yeah, subscribe if you do. We do this every single day. And let's listen to that goddamn song one more time on our way out of here, man. On our way out of this motherfucker.
That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when the cow just wait, they will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident.
The accident waiting to happen. Just
Tony Romo know the football, know what's coming next. He will get in the way. The deception of success. Tony Romo know the football. Are you kidding me? That's why not a catch, really.